I can't wait to show you my toys.
Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're looking at the Mattel Amber Collection Jurassic Park Dr. Ian Malcolm figure. Well over 20 years later, pretty cool to be getting a figure of this guy. I always thought he was a pretty cool character in the movie. I was very happy he didn't die. Sure, Lost World wasn't as good by any means, but still cool to have that character come back. So this guy here has been teased for a long time. I want to say at least a year and a half. There's been another figure from one of the newer films that was also shown with this guy. This is the first figure to jumpstart their 6-inch Jurassic Park collection called the Amber Collection. They have a smaller line that's available as well, and it's really not bad, but I just don't like that scale at all. I was really happy when I saw this guy. I thought he could make a great civilian, great sort of sleazebag. He could be a gangster, mobster, drug dealer. He looks all those parts. Wanted to get this guy for a civilian, but it seemed like they just kept pushing it back, pushing it back. There was no news for so long. I was sure these guys were canceled, but here he is. Really hope he's the start of a new line. I hope we get all the characters from the first film, as it is my favorite, but I will get any character they make in the 6-inch scale if I can use it for something in my action figure world. So let's go ahead and check out the packaging here. As you can see at the top, it says Amber Collection. Little picture of a T-Rex skeleton here. We'll point out the box is not square. As you can see, it kind of dips down in the front there. Dr. Ian Malcolm, Jurassic Park, ages 14 plus. I see he's got some kind of amber colored stand back there. He has alternate hands, a total of 4 of them. He's in his black shirt and jeans. Got a cup of water, just like when the T-Rex was walking, it was shaking. He's got his flare, which he tried to distract the T-Rex with. Top here, not much going on. This side here, Amber Collection. You can see we've got this mosquito in amber in the middle of stone. Jurassic Park. Bottom, here's the barcode if anyone needs it, as well as a bunch of credits. And then on the back, Amber Collection. Here's a picture of him from the film. Dr. Ian Malcolm, little description of him. So, like I said before, I sure hope this is the start of a whole line of 6-inch figures. It is the Amber Collection, which implies it's going to be more. I guess we'll see how this guy does. I personally got mine from GameStop.com. I don't know if it's a GameStop exclusive or not. They did have a 6-inch scale Raptor, and they also had a bundle with both this guy and the Raptor. And I must say, the Raptor looks really, really cool, and I hear good things about him. I just don't really think I need a Raptor in my predominantly Batman action figure world. Who am I kidding? I'll probably get a couple of them anyway. You never know what I'll need in the future. I really regret not getting that big articulated T-Rex they made, although I'm pretty sure he's still available online. So, with no further ado, let's open this guy up. Alright, well now that we got this guy out of the package, here he is with all his accessories laid out. He does come with an amber stand, a road flare, a total of 4 different hands, as well as a cup of water. But before we look at the accessories, let's check out this actual figure. So as you can see, here he is. Face sculpt, I mean, I can tell for sure it's Jeff Goldblum. I can tell that it's Ian also, but it is kind of soft. Maybe I remember incorrectly, but I feel like the prototype looked a little bit more accurate. Maybe I'm wrong. The sort of smile, sort of area around there definitely screams Goldblum, and it looks pretty good. Considering it's a Mattel figure, I mean, it's a $20 figure. His hair, really not bad. I am digging this guy. I'd love to see with the glasses off, but I really don't want to, really mess it up. I like it. A lot of uses this kind of a guy can have in an action figure world. You can see his ring on his hand. His black shirt, of course, he's got his chest open. He's got his necklace there. He's got a watch here. Overall, I mean, he's kind of a bland figure, but I'm really happy to have him. And then here's the figure broken down as far as he can go with all of his removable parts detached. So now let's check out this guy's accessories. Let's go and start off. Look at this amber stand. So you can see Jurassic Park logo. It's semi-yellow and transparent. It's got 2 pegs up there. It's a pretty cool stand for what it is. I'm not much of a stand guy, so it's going to go into a huge box of stands, presumably never be seen again. So next, let's check out his hands. He's got a total of 4 of them. We've got one right one with the ring, and it's sort of open. Then we've got a left one that's kind of big and open. More than likely, it's for the cup. We've got a back left one that's just regular open. Then we've got a front one with a circle in it, obviously intended to house the road flare. So here he is with the 2 default hands that he came with. The one on the right is a perfect circle, and frankly it looks kind of dumb, so I'm definitely not going to keep that as my default hand. Only going to use it on the rare occasion he's holding that particular accessory. And then on the left hand side we've got a sort of standard semi-open hand. Doesn't look like he can really hold anything very easily. And here he is with his 2 alternate hands. As you can see, this time the right one is a sort of normal, relaxed one, and the left one have a large half circle, presumably to hold the cup. And that one looks pretty dumb as well. And so without a doubt, these are going to be my default hands for him. Just sort of normal, relaxed at his sides. You could maybe pick something up if you try hard. You could definitely shake somebody's hand. And these are the only ones of all 4 that look normal at all. Next, let's check out the road flare. And that's not a bad accessory per se, but it's very soft, not very detailed. I mean, I do like the smoke, and it's kind of transparent at the top. This bottom thing is really just one solid piece. I really see no detailing at all. The main reason I'm kind of saying that is I just got this road flare a couple days ago with a Roy Burns Friday the 13th figure. It's way more detailed. See the different shades of smoke, the handle. Even kind of has a little bit different, wider piece at the bottom. Same time, this is a $30 neck and this is a $20 Mattel. So, and then here he is waving the flare. I must say I didn't really notice. It's more transparent here, and then a little bit sort of grayish up top. A little more detail than I initially noticed. In the film, I recall him lighting up his flare, distracting the T-Rex, trying to get him away from the children. Overall, not too bad. I can definitely find some good uses for a flare in my action figure world. And then here's this cup of water. Really not much to tell here. Only thing I might point out is that it's sort of half full of water, so it doesn't really give the option to fill it up with your own water. And then here he is holding the cup of water. As you can see, he holds it just fine. Now, the cup of water is sort of famous in the film, not from him holding and drinking out of it, but from it just sort of sitting in the car in the cup holder, and as the T-Rex is coming, they can just see it bounce, bounce, bounce. The T-Rex is so heavy, and as he's stomping, it's shaking the water. Really, really effective suspense-building scene. Now that we've taken a good look at his accessories, next let's check out the height of this figure. So this figure here, from bottom to top, is taller than I expected. He's sitting at a good 6 3/4 inches. Next, let's check out this guy's articulation. So of course his head here, it can go from side to side. It can look down this far and up that far. Not too bad. His shoulders on a ball joint, they go out more than 90 degrees. They can go up, down, around. Pretty nice range of motion there. Single jointed elbows. So you can see they go up like this. And they have a swivel at the top. And they look kind of ugly. I mean, look at that point of view right there. He's got kind of like an ab crunch here. It's some kind of ball joint there. Doesn't have a lot of side-to-side motion and forward and back, but he can go around. Traditional waist swivel below that. His legs, they go pretty much a full 90 degrees. There's a ball joint sort of inside there. They go forward that far, back not at all. Double jointed knees, which is cool. Foot here, up down just a little bit. I wouldn't call it a rocking, ever so slightly, and of course they can rotate around. And somehow I seem to have not touched on his wrist. Of course, it can rotate around, and it is hinged as well. Next, let's check this guy out compared with some other action figures. Now, I don't have any other Jurassic Park figures, And they haven't made any other 6-inch Jurassic Park figures yet, at least not humans. But we'll compare him with some other action figure lines and brands, in case you want to mix him in, or see how he fits in both scale and style-wise. Here he is next to the only dinosaur I have in my collection. This here is a foam T-Rex. I put this in my Batcave as Batman's dinosaur trophy he always has in the background of his Batcave. Hoping to replace it with the large Jurassic Park T-Rex they released in recent history. And then here he is next to some DST or Diamond Select Toys action figures. Here he is with some McFarlane Toys action figures. Here he is with some NECA action figures. And then here he is next to some DC Direct and DC Collectibles action figures. Here he is next to some of his Mattel brothers. These are wrestling action figures. And here he is next to some more of his Mattel brothers. These are some DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. Here he is next to some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. Here he is next to some Mafex figures. And here he is next to some Hasbro Marvel Legends figures. Here he is next to some more of his Mattel brothers. These are some Movie Master DC action figures. They're a little bit of a smaller scale than the DC Universe Classic stuff was. And then here he is next to some SH Figure Arts action figures. Now I must say, I like this figure. I was hoping I was going to like this figure, and I like it pretty much every bit as much as I expected to. It has pretty much similar flaws as I expected, being a little bit soft sculpt, articulation being the standard Mattel. Maybe it's even a little better than standard Mattel. This is not a bad figure. To me, just the sort of look this guy portrayed. So many different uses in my action figure world. I can't wait to incorporate him in there. So if I were to rate this figure, I'd go ahead and give him a 7 out of 10. Like I said, I like him. I'm enjoying him so far. Looking forward to incorporating him into my Gotham City and my action figure world in general. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it in the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.